Mm-hmm. Waiting for everybody to get here, man. Tough loss, but listen, great season, man. Great season. Knicks played hard tonight, man. They really played hard. They played hard. They played hard. They played hard. They left it all on the court tonight, man. They really, truly did. Can't be mad at them, man. You can't be mad at all. You know, Brunson left it all out there tonight. He left it all out there tonight, man. Namit, what's going on, man? Hey, listen, man. These guys, they left it all out there tonight, man. Especially Brunson. But listen, still a great season. Still a great season. Still a great season. Wait for everybody else to roll in here. You got to get this rolling, man. It's all right, man. It's okay. Listen, great season still. Season is still a success. Season is still a success, my man. So we gotta to be optimistic. We got a lot to be excited about for the future. So this is our first time here in a long time. No one expected this from our team, man. So you know, Gravity, what's going on, man? Yo, I actually feel good tonight too, man. Listen, I love the fight. I love the fight, man. I love the fight. I love the fight. I truly, truly do, man. I mean, I'm glad we didn't roll over. I thought we was gonna win this actually, but so it's only right that we lost. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a great offensive game, but at the same time, this is all learning experience. This is all learning experience for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta. That for me, that's how you gotta take it, right? Right. I'm glad the way we went out too, man. I'm glad the way we went out. We went out hard. You know, you're gonna have this is the playoffs, man. You're gonna have games like this, and with this, now we're 3 for 14 and 1 for 10 from RJ. But yo, man, yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna talk more people rolling. I'm gonna get into details about it. I'm not too upset at RJ. I thought RJ he played well all playoffs. This is his first dud in a minute, right? And I think he was playing well in the beginning, but the foul trouble kind of threw him off a bit. Remember, he sat the whole first half. He sat majority. He got quick foul trouble in the beginning of the second half, and he sat majority. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't really get his rhythm. He couldn't really get his rhythm, But in the beginning, he was getting his rhythm. He was going to the rack, he was scoring, he was going to the foul line. But then he started picking up fouls here and there, and I think he just couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this was very similar. Right. I give a lot of respect to him too, Gravity. This game was very similar for RJ what Josh Hart's was last game. Right? They got into foul trouble. He just couldn't get it. And that's what happened to RJ tonight. You know what I mean? But with that being said, we still had an opportunity to win, man. We really, really did. We really did. But I'm not, I'm similar to Gravity, man. I'm really not upset. I'm not upset at all about how we played. I know a lot of people are pissed, man, because you know what it is? You see the potential with this team. You see the potential. You see exactly what guys have, right? You see exactly what the future holds, right? So it's a great feeling. It's exciting because you see, and believe it or not, guys, we had a chance to win this game tonight. How about that? We had a chance to win this game tonight. But right, Josh Hart played well tonight. Right. He definitely did. He definitely did. He came back. He came back to himself too and played well. Yeah, we got a break with the flagrant one. Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, man. But I'm not. Yo, man. I'm like I said. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, we're so close, man. Namry, you're absolutely right. So close. Rondo, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm done with Tibbs, right? Hal Grimes stay on the bench so long, right? Certain dudes didn't want the pill tonight, right? Too many passes in certain situations. Nah, listen, that's a good point. That's a good point. Um, I thought Tibbs really messed up. Tibbs really messed up when we was up by like 14 or 15, and he took Brunson out. He should have kept him in. We here now. Like, what you bring Grimes in for? You should take Brunson out when we close to the end of the half. 2 minutes, a minute left. We up. Like, take him out. Like, and let him get a breather. Like, you should be doing that. But You took him out. You should have never did that. Vinny G, what's going on, man? How you doing? I see it's your first time here. If it's your first time here, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. I appreciate you coming by. Turnovers are our Achilles heel. Yeah, turnovers, man. But it's the playoffs, man. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. But man, we're not ready yet, man. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. And that's what tonight proved. We're not ready yet. We're close. We're close, guys. But we're just not ready yet. So that's the excitement, right? That's the excitement. Either way, I appreciate you for this season. Of course. I'll be back better than ever, man, next year. I'm gonna have a better theme going on too. It's gonna be different. I'm already working out some things, man, where I'm gonna step things up, man. Bye, you losers, garbage. Oh man, why we gotta be a garbage ass team? Why we gotta be all that, man? Big Tone, appreciate you coming by, brother. Why we gotta be all that, man? It was a battle to the end. Battle of the Titans, man. Happens, you know what I'm saying? We're a younger team. That's okay, man. We'll be back. We'll be back. I'm not upset with my team. I'll take my team all over again, man. But you know, to the victors go the spoils. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take our hat off to you. Salute. You know what I mean? Great game, great series. But we will see you again. So I'm not worried about that. But I'm proud of this team, man. I really truly am. Young guys. No one saw this coming. I thought Tibbs did a masterful job this year with these guys. He really, really, truly did. Switching that lineup, getting a guy like Josh Hart in here, that really changed the dynamic of this team, right? But in instances in the playoffs, especially, right, guys, you saw our youth, you saw our inexperience, and that is what lost us this game tonight. Is the inexperience. You know, when you play against a team like the Heat, you know, because they didn't play well tonight at all. We should have beat them with no problem. But our inexperience got the best of us. We didn't know how to close certain things out, right? And it showed, right? And it's okay because it's not our time yet. What happened to RJ today is what happens to most young rising stars in their first time in the playoffs. He played really, really well, but a closeout game, he kind of struggled a bit. And that's okay, especially on the road. Hence, we remember what Kobe did on the road in Utah, right? When he first got in the playoffs, those 2 air balls. I'm not comparing RJ to Kobe. I'm just saying that's what happens to young players in those moments. And that's what happened to RJ tonight on the road, right? And it was tough for him, but he's going to learn from this. Grimes is going to learn from this. Brunson's already probably licking his chops. Can't wait for next season, right? Gravity. I just wish Tibbs would have played Obi more minutes because Randall was not playing too well and Obi was cooking. That's a good point. That's a good point. I like Obi's energy, man. You could tell he was after it tonight. I liked his activity. I really did. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Randall a little bit later, man. That guy, man. We're gonna talk about him a little later. But I like what I saw tonight, man. I really truly do. I would say the one outside of the Randall stuff, right? We'll talk about that later. The one person I'm really, 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 truly disappointed in, guys. Honestly, the one person LV is truly disappointed in. Word to LV, man. Love your perspective. You need to be color or play-by-play by your thoughts. You told me like Clyde teaching me again IQ sitting out for the playoffs for a check. Listen, Rondo, man, how you read my mind, man. IQ. He let me down, man. He let me down. I saw him on the sideline today. He ain't have no boot on. He was chilling. in the you know, he had the fancy, what's the joints, man? What's those joints? Those Converse looking sneakers, but they're expensive. I'm bring them out right now. Designer. Show you what IQ had on the sidelines today, man. Show you what he had on. What's going on here? He had these on the sidelines. These designer joints. Right? He had those on. Right? On the sideline chilling. So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, yo, he in designer sneakers on the sidelines? And you mean to tell me he can't play? He can't give us 15 to 20 minutes tonight? You mean to tell me he can't give us that? He could have gave us at least 10 points off the bench. That could have changed the outcome of the game. And that could have helped spell Brunson for a little bit. Nah, B. Nah. Nah. Yeah. Also, too, I got my tickets, man. I ain't get my tickets. Let me stop gassing. But I put the order in. I'm gonna be there opening night, Gravity. Cowboys Giants. Sunday night, I'm gonna be there. Best believe, brother. But I'm here. But that we Gravity. I'm gonna do lives for that too. We're gonna talk about that. But IQ disappointed me tonight, man. IQ disappointed me. I showed you the designer sneakers he was in. If he on the sideline sitting with designer sneakers on, then I mean your ankle ain't really hurting like that, dogs. Your ankle's not. And for me, when you're getting like these guys getting around the clock treatment. IQ got hurt. Today's Friday. He's basically been hurt for a week. He got hurt last Saturday. So he's been getting around the clock treatment. Like, so you mean to tell me he couldn't go tonight in a closeout game on the road, and you know the team needs you to back up Brunson? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what we do with him. Because that's the type of guy you say to yourself, is he really gonna go to war with you? Or is he out for self? Guys start feeling themselves and smelling themselves when they start getting a little recognition. You know what I mean? And I think IQ started feeling themselves when he was up for the 6-man. So guys feel like, yo, I could start. So what am I? So it's not about winning. It's about proving what you could do to get the bag and all that other stuff. So everybody's motivation is different, people. Let's be clear. Everybody's motivation is different. Some people are motivated by the team and accolades. The accolades you mean what the team gets, and some people are motivated by the bag, man. And I think that for me with IQ, that's what I saw. These last, it's been a week, it's last 7 days. You mean to tell me he couldn't gut it out, man? IQ couldn't push through and give us 15 to 20 minutes tonight just to spell Brunson because Brunson needed a break. You telling me IQ couldn't give it, man? Nah, man. Nah, he didn't. He just, you know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know. It's just. Well, Maxine, remember Maxine, Maxine and IQ, they're the same player, man. Remember, they went to Kentucky together, so they're like mirror images of each other. They got the same game. It's just Max is a little bigger, but they got the same game. So of course he wants to be playing like his boy is playing. His boy's starting in Philly. Excuse me. His boy's starting in Philly. So I'm sure he feels a certain type of way. Feel like, yo, I should be getting what he getting. Right? So a lot of times with stuff like that, you lose focus of what the goal is. Right? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't think he wants to be here. I think he wants to go to greener pastures where he can go and be the man, right? But if that's what it is, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I love IQ. I love what he is. But at the same time, I don't want somebody on the team who's kind of on some selfish stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just think about him. And I get it. Everybody want to get their bag, right? I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is that when it's winning time and we're trying to win, I don't want you thinking about you getting your bag. I want you thinking about trying to help the team win, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm look. I'm not. You know, who am I to say if people are hurt or not or when it? But what I'm saying is, if you can go, then go because your team needs you. And with him getting a round the clock treatment, if his ankle ain't broke, if he's walking around in them designer sneakers that I showed you, that tells me his ankle ain't that bad. He could go. He just don't want to. He don't want to push it. For what? What does he want? What is he gonna push it for? Because he was playing like crap anyway. It wasn't like he was killing, right? So he probably felt like, nah, I don't want to play because I don't want to, ruin my bag. You know, I'm being honest with you guys. That's just my opinion, what I think, and it's all speculation. What I'm saying is, we could have used him tonight, right? We could have used him. We could have used his 8 points, his 10 points, or whatever they was. We could have used that because that could have put us over the hump. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Hey, people, when you get in here, just let me know you're here. Once again, when you come in here, hit that like button. Just let me know you guys are here. But I'm happy with the season. The season was a success. So now we got to really start thinking about what the plan is going to be for the future. What are we going to do? Because listen, we got our superstar. We got him. He's right here. He's right here. So now we got a star. We got our point guard. We got our superstar. So now we got to build on that. Now we got to build on that. That's the key. That's the goal. Start building on that. But I love the way we fought today. I love the way we fought. You know, there was moments in the game where I felt they should have been doing things differently. But at the same time, I get it. It's a closeout game. Energy is high. Yeah. Nammer said talk random. Okay. Where do I begin? All right. How many All-Stars were out there today on the court? You guys give me a number. How many All-Stars were out there on the court? Right? Gravity has mixed feelings about Randall. Mixed feelings about Randall. I don't, but I want to hear what your mixed feelings are. Gravity, please put it in the chat. There were, count Kevin Love, you count Kyle Lowry, count Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Julius Randle. So that's 5 All-Stars on the court, right? We understand that Kevin Love and Kyle Lowry are old guys. They're old. They're like finished. They're like dinosaurs in this league. Bam Adebayo's in his prime. Jimmy Butler, believe it or not, is on his way out too. He might have maybe 2-3 seasons left, if that. He's been in the league a long time. Right? Remember, Jimmy Butler was playing with Derrick Rose out there, right? In Chicago. How is it, right, guys, that you get nothing? I mean, zilch from your All-Star. Let me read you his stat lines tonight. In a closeout game, a away game too, not a home game. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He played 36 minutes tonight. He was 3 for 14, 1 from 7 from 3. He had 15 points and 11 boards. He had 11 boards tonight. But he gave you basically nothing. Nothing. Jimmy Butler had 24 tonight. 7 for 22. 0 for 3 from 3. He didn't shoot that well. Bam had 23 tonight. So when you start speaking of the guy, right, and being the man of the team, we already know who he is, right? We don't got to go into that. But though, when you play away, right, away games in the playoffs, that's when the superstars shine. Period. That's when the stars shine. Not your role players, not your up and coming young players, the guys who have established themselves as being all stars. That's what those guys are supposed to do. And with Randall, he just continues to show why he's just, it's not even the guy, but not even close to being the guy. Not even close. Let me tell you Brunson's stat line. Who wasn't an all-star this year? 45 minutes he played, more than Randall. 14 for 22 from the field. 5 for 10 from 3, 8 from 9 from the line. Brunson had 41 points in a closeout game. My son had a 40 piece tonight. 40. I mean, come on, man. What are we really talking about here with this guy? Right? I mean, I don't know how much more you need to see, or I need to see, or we need, like, how much more of it do we need to see, man, with this guy? And I get it, man. You know, we all get hurt. We all got injuries. Dre, what's going on, man? How you doing? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Appreciate you coming out. New York losers. Ha. Jimmy Butler. Bam. Owns you clowns. Flexing. I feel you. Hey, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Tell Eddie Gazelle to come to Miami and mess with Jimmy and the Alpha. Jimmy Butler, the Alpha. Was Iggy there tonight? She wasn't, right? Maybe because she doesn't care. He's not Jalen Brunson. Whatever. So that's my thing with Randall. I'm going to say more too. Just kind of trying to see what people say. Gravity. Deep down inside, I know he can't be our future, but a part of me wants to believe he can turn it around and become consistent and give him the benefit of the doubt. I know it sounds crazy, shaking my head. No, it doesn't sound crazy, Gravity. It doesn't. But I just think that we have to be real about it. Good series, though. If Jimmy Butler wasn't hurt, we win that in 4, though. Not at all. Sorry. Gravity, what it is this, right? There's a difference. There's different levels to this, right? There's regular season basketball and the playoffs, right? Gravity. The playoffs are that's really the NBA, right? That's really the NBA. Now you get to see who's who. Not guys that are coasting during the season and sometimes they want to play, they don't want to play, and they're not really running their sets. Like, it's different. When you get to the playoffs, Gravity, this is the real NBA. Now guys are really playing. Now guys are really playing defense. Guys are really rebounding. They're really scoring the ball. You're seeing different guys. Like now you're really seeing top tier basketball. And you see the difference from certain players and other players. When the playoffs come, you do. Then you identify why certain guys are that dude and other guys aren't. And you realize who's the real and who's the fake, right? Who's the contenders and the pretenders. Like you see it. You see who was pretending all this year to be the guy. Now when the chips is down, these dudes freeze up or they disappear. They pull a Houdini, man. And for me, that's the biggest frustration with this guy. You know why, Gravity? Because everybody, including me, we all said, Randall's back. Congratulations, Randall. We are happy for you. Randall's our guy now. He's back, right? But not realizing that it was smoke and mirrors because of this guy. This guy was cleaning up a lot of mess out there and clouding our vision because of his productivity, making it easy for guys like Randall. When you're playing against the Hornets and the Hornets ain't got nobody, when you're playing against San Antonio and they ain't got nobody, you're playing against Indiana, like all them other teams that are average at best. And Randall's giving them numbers. He's killing those teams. Right? So we all got sucked in to the juice and believing. But when the money was down, the chips were down, and all the stars said, okay, it's playoff time. It's time to wake up. Let's go get it. And our all-star pulled the Houdini. That's just the fact of the matter, man. What your stars are supposed to do is what Brunson did tonight. Play 45 minutes. He had a 40-piece tonight, man. 40. Yeah. Randall give him 15, 11. And you think Brunson ain't hurt? Think Brunson ain't hurt? Think he ain't dealing with ailments? Come on, man. Come on. No more excuses for the guy. No more. Dre, Bam was too good for Randall. It's okay. Yo, no, listen. Bam is the truth, man. Bam is that guy. Trust me, I believe that. Bam is Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He's no joke. Agreed. Great 1-2 punch, him and Jimmy. But with all that being said, if Randall would have showed up and gave us 10 more points out of that 15, right, Dre? We're going back to the Garden for Sunday. We're going back to the Garden, MSG. So Gravity, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Like, you know, you can't like, and you see me stuttering, right? You can't explain it. You can't. It's right there in front of your face, man. What's going on with this guy? And you ever heard, like I heard Jalen Rose and halftime say, you got to bench him, man. Like he's just not. He's too like this, and they're saying bench an all NBA guy who's an all-star for an Obi top. Like look at what they're saying. I mean, come on, man. That speaks volumes. Speaks volumes. You know, and the Knicks are going to have some serious questions here. They're going to have a lot of things to think about here in regards to him because, you know, they're loyal to him, right? Because he's played well with Tibbs. Tibbs has made him an all-star. But I think he's reached his ceiling. That's it. Right now, man. I said that. I think I said that last year, right? I talked about him being from. I talked about that. Him being from the South. He's a different guy. He's different. Yeah, that's why I spoke that my last live. He's a different guy, man. He's laid back. Remember, I told you what Doug Gottlieb said about him. So I just think he's wired differently, right? He's wired differently. Maybe like if you want my honest opinion, he would do really well playing someplace like Charlotte. He would do really well playing like someplace like San Antonio. He would do really well playing someplace like Memphis. He would do excellent. But in a major market like a Philly, forget about it. You see what Philadelphia did to Ben Simmons? Nammer, yeah, I see you do listen. I see, absolutely. You see what Philadelphia did to Ben Simmons? You see what Boston's doing to Jaylen Brown. Right? These cities is different, man. Even the Lakers. You see what the Lakers are doing to AD, right? They're getting on him because you see he went out with a concussion and all this other stuff. They tearing him up. When you play in these major markets, man, it's totally different. Totally different. The expectations is through the roof, man. So, Francisco, what's going on, man? How you doing? What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Randall had a good season. High value in the trade. Keep Obi, save money, and continue improving. Bang, bang, boom. Francisco just came in here and just hit a triple with that statement. Yanks won tonight, too. Big win. Big win. To play in New York media, you can't be the emotional, right? It will split you up, right? And chew you out. Randall's too emotional. Yeah, man. I think that's just part of who he is, man. Part of who he is, his character. And I just think that it's tough, man. It's tough to play here. It really, really is. It really, really is. You know what I mean? And it just stinks because the Knicks could have beat these guys. Or chew you out, spit you out. Knicks could have beat these guys with no problem. He just didn't show up. Imagine if Randall would have showed up every game 25-10, being Randall like Randall was this season. Imagine that. Imagine that. We'd have beat these guys. We'd have beat these boys in 6 or 7. Easy. But we didn't get that guy. And that's why I feel robbed. Because we did not get our star to play to the level, our all-star, our guy. We did not get him to play to his ability to help us win this. He was missing in action, man. A whole series. And for me, that's my frustration with this. Like I'm just being honest with you. And I don't know like what the Knicks are gonna do. Do they double down and say, okay, we're gonna run it back? I wouldn't run it back. Obi could have played maybe 5 more minutes, could have been enough to balance out the Randall. Right, man. Right. I think you give Obi more minutes, man. I think he plays better, man. I think he needs that. One thing Obi just has to do is got to work on his defense. He just has to work on his rebounding. He does that, he could be a force, man, because he's got the skills. He's got the athleticism. You've seen him take it to the rack today on Duncan Robinson. He's trying to understand. Excuse me. He's starting to understand that you got to put the ball on the ground. You got to take it to that hoop, especially if you got somebody that's not good as you. Right? Wow. Gravity said, with all that being said, I don't see the Knicks trading Randall. I agree with you. That's a good point. But here's where I will challenge you on that. If there's something that comes across the table, something really good, and they want him in the package, I don't see the Knicks not pulling the trigger. Let's say Milwaukee wants to bring Giannis. They want IQ, Randall, some picks, Fourier. I don't know. Just throwing it out there for Giannis. You do that? I'm doing that ASAP. So you never know what's going to come across the table. You never know. Grimes got how many shots? How many shots, Grimes? Yeah, Grimes only was 1 for 6 today, man. Grimes was 1 for 6. Tough night. Tough night. But listen, I'm going to come back. We're going to have a show. I'm going to try to link up maybe with somebody who could do a show to where I could definitely do like a closeout season show. Yeah, so where we can kind of get ready. Then of course, I have my football stuff. But right now, great season. Tonight's not a sad day. It's a lot to build off of. We have a young team, an exciting future. We got a lot to get ready for. All right? Well, listen, guys, I'm going to see you guys soon. G-Men are coming up. Let's go. Great season for the Knicks. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys coming by and making my channel what it is. It's all because of you guys that do this. And great season for the Knicks, man. We'll be back. Trust me, we'll be with our young core. Now let's get ready because it's almost go blue. All right? But I'm LV Live, and I appreciate you guys coming by. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. I appreciate you guys. I'm LV Live, and I'm out, people. Peace.